Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a Netflix clone website using HTML and CSS. In this video, you will learn how to build a website that looks and feels like the real Netflix platform with all the features you love, such as the navigation bar, the features section, and rows of movies and TV shows, accordion section and footer section. But the question is, why the Netflix website? It's a very simple design, but if you are new to coding, there are many things you can learn that you may not have known before. You can learn how to make an image full width. We will acquire the knowledge of how to include a video inside an image. Our aim is to design it in such a way that it works on all screen types, including desktop, mobile, and tablet devices, and how to create an accordion section using only HTML and CSS. I am not gonna use JavaScript. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced developer, this tutorial will guide you through the process step by step. You don't need to be an expert in coding to follow along. I will explain everything in a way that's easy to understand, so you can follow along even if you are new to web development. By the end of this video, you will have a fully responsive Netflix clone website that you can use this website as a portfolio project or as a starting point to create your own unique streaming service. And finally, we will learn how to upload this website to the online server. I will be using Netlify website so that anyone can see our website through the internet. So let's dive into it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to watch more videos like this one. Alright, I will use VS Code Editor, but you can use any code editor you prefer. I am going to create an empty folder on our desktop. And then drag and drop that folder which I just created. So let's go ahead and create an index.html file and a CSS file. So in our index.html file, let's create a boilerplate. For the title here, we will call this Netflix clone. Then we want to link in our style sheet. So we will add a link, and here this is going to go to our style.css. We are going to start with the header. We want a div with the class name of header, and this is going to hold the background image. Again, we want a div with the class of navbar, and this is going to hold the logo, drop down links and button. I want to wrap navbar in a container because we don't want the logo going all the way over on huge screen. We want to end it at a certain point. So we will have a container that will be about 1280 pixels, and I am going to move navbar div inside this container. And then inside that navbar div we will have the anchor tag. Give it a class of logo, and I am just going to use the website logo SVG here. Now the question is, how can we get the logo SVG? Well, open up a new tab and go to the Netflix website. Open the inspect tool, and you can see the background image here. Also you can see the logo SVG here. So you can download images or SVG from the Netflix website. I already collected the images URL and SVG and put inside a text file. I put that text file in the root directory that contains the images link and the SVG we will use. So I am going to copy this SVG and paste it right here. Below that, let's have a new div with the class of selectBox. I want to add SVG file here. So let's copy this SVG file and paste it right here. Below that, let's have a select tag. Inside it, let's have the option tag. In here, let's say English. I'm going to duplicate this option tag, and in here, let's say Swedish. Now below this div, I'm going to add an anchor tag. So let's say A for anchor tag. Give it a class equal to sign in btn, and in here let's say sign in. Now save the changes. I have an extension called live server, which you can get by just searching here live server. You can install it, and then we can just open it by doing right click and then choose open with live server. That will open in the browser. Anytime I edit any HTML or CSS, it's going to update automatically, so we don't have to keep reloading. So in our style sheet, let's start off with just some base styles. The specific font that I want to use is Roboto. I am going to get it from Google Fonts. So open up a new tab and go to fonts.google.com, and we can search for Roboto. Here is our font. I am going to select regular, medium and bold. Now I want to grab that link. So let's select import, and then I am going to grab the import syntax right here and put that right in my CSS. I am going to create a reset. So I am going to use the universal selector, which is an asterisk. I want to set the box sizing, border box, padding 0 and margin 0. And then for the body, let's set the font family Roboto sans serif. Below that, font weight will be 400, background color will be black, and color will be white. I am going to create utilities classes. So in here let's say container curly brackets, max width will be 1280 pixel, margin auto, padding 0 pixel on top and bottom and 3% on left and right. For li, let's just make sure that we don't have any bullet points. So in here let's say list style none. So that's it for the page style. So let's start to style the header. I'm going to copy this header class, and below this li tag let's say dot header curly brackets, height will be 75 VH. After that we have to add the background image, and on this background image there will be dark layer. So here we will add the linear gradient. Okay, below that let's say background image, and then I will add linear gradient 0 degree, comma, I want to add RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.5 and then 0.8, and then here I want to add URL. So let's go into our node.txt file, and I am going to copy this background URL and paste it right here. Background repeat will be no repeat, object fit will be cover, and finally background position will be center. Now save the changes. Now you can see our background image, and also on this background image there is a dark layer. Let me look at the reference design. Now we can focus on our navbar section. Let's add some CSS for the logo. Below this header class, let's say logo space svg curly brackets, fill will be hashtag E50914, and height will be 40 pixel. Now save it. It's looking good. Now we want the navigation links to see it on the same line. Let's worry about having them sit side by side. To achieve that, in here I will target navbar. So dot navbar curly brackets, width will be 100%, display will be flex, align item, center, justify content, space between, and finally padding on top and bottom 25 pixel and on left and right 0 pixel. Now save it. This is what we wanted. The logo, drop down links and the button are now sitting side by side. Notice that our drop down list is in the middle position, but we want it in the right corner. So below this navbar I will say dot logo curly brackets, margin right will be auto. Now save it. Now it's looking very nice. Let's focus on this area. Below that I will target select box. So let's say dot select dash box curly brackets, position will be relative. Below that I will target SVG. So let's say select box SVG curly brackets, height will be 20 pixel, position will be absolute, top 5 pixel and left 5 pixel. Below that I will target select tag curly brackets. Let's say display will be inline block, cursor will be pointer, font size will be 14 pixel, color will be white, background transparent, border 1 pixel solid white, padding 6 pixel on top, 0 pixel on right, 6 pixel on bottom and 20 pixel on left side, and finally border radius will be 3 pixel. Below that I will target option tag. So let's say select space option curly brackets, color will be black. Now I want to target sign in button. So let's say dot sign in dash btn curly brackets, display will be inline block, font size will be 14 pixel, font weight will be 700, text transform capitalize, background color this one, color will be white, text decoration will be none, padding on top and bottom 8 pixel and on left and right 16 pixel, border radius 3 pixel and finally margin left 20 pixel. Now I want to add some hover effect on our sign in button. So let's say sign in btn and then colon hover curly brackets, background color will be hashtag B80F17. Below that transition timing function will be cubic bezier 0.5, 0, 0.1 and then 1. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now it's looking very nice. Let me look at the reference design. Now we can focus on this area. We have the main text, then we have the text in a small font and on email subscription form. So we have to add these things. Back to our code. Let's go into our index.html file. Here we can say nav tag. Below this nav tag I want to add header content. So in here let's have a new div with the class of header-content. Let's have an h1 tag. Let's copy this text and paste it right here. Below that let's have an h2 tag. Let's copy this text and paste it right here. Below that I want to add a div with the class of form-field. Inside it let's have an h3 tag. Let's copy this text and paste it right here. Below that let's have a form tag. Give it a class equal to form. Inside it let's have a new div and that div is going to have a class equal to form dash group. Inside it I want to add an input tag. Type will be email. Give it a class equal to form dash input. Give it a placeholder, and I want to add space. Make sure you add a space in here. ID will be email. Below that, let's have a label. For will be email. Give it a class equal to form dash label. In here, let's say email address. Below this div, I want to add a button tag with the class of getBTN. In here I want to add a span tag, and in here let's say get started. Below that I want to add an SVG. So let's go into our node.txt file. Let's copy this right arrow icon and paste it right here. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now you can see our raw content. Now we have to move all these things in the center of the background image. So let's do that. Back to our code, let's go into our style.css file, and below that let's say header content, comment out. I will target header content class. So let's say dot header dash content curly brackets. Height will be 65 VH. Display will be grid. Place content will be center. Text align will be center. Now save the changes. Now our content is in the center of the background image. Now let's add more CSS. I will scroll up, and below this list tag I will target h1 curly brackets. Font size will be 50 pixel. Font weight will be 700, and margin bottom will be 16 pixel. Let's copy this h1, and below that I am going to paste that h1. In here let's say h2. Font size will be 30 pixel. Font weight will be 400. Margin bottom will be 40 pixel. Again I will target h3 tag. Font size will be 24 pixel. Font weight will be 400, and margin bottom will be 20 pixel. Now save it. Back in the browser. Now our h1, h2 and h3 tag are looking good. Let's focus on this form field. Let me look at the reference design. When I focus on the input, you can see it's moved up here to the top. So we want this animation. I will scroll down, and below this header content class I will target form class. So let's say dot form curly brackets. Width will be 100%. Display will be flex. Justify content will be center, and gap will be 10 pixel. Below that I will target form group. So let's say form dash group curly brackets. Width will be 55%. Height will be 60 pixel. Position relative. Below that I will target form input. So let's say form dash input curly brackets. Width will be 100%. Height will be 100%. Font size will be 15 pixel. Color hashtag 222. Background color will be white. Border 0. Border radius 5 pixel, and padding on top and bottom 20 pixel, and on left and right 15 pixel. I will target form label. So let's say form dash label. Position will be absolute. Top 0, left 0. Font size will be 15 pixel. Padding 20 pixel on top and bottom, and 15 pixel on left and right. Color will be hashtag 222. Now I will create the animation. So let's say form dash input colon focus plus dot form level curly brackets. Top will be minus 12 pixel. Left 0. Color will be hashtag 222, font size will be 12 pixel, Z index will be 10. Below that, let's say dot form input colon not colon placeholder shown, and then dot form input colon not colon focus, and then plus dot form label curly brackets, top will be minus 15 pixel, left 0 pixel, font size will be 12 pixel, Z index will be 10. Now save the changes. Now it's working, but we have to add transition, and also we have to add some CSS for this button. So I will scroll up, and in here inside our form label I will add transition will be all 0.2 second is in out. I will scroll down. Now I will target the button, and I want to target get btn class. So let's say get dash btn curly brackets, display will be flex, align items will be center, font size will be 25 pixel, font weight will be 700, padding 15 pixel on top and bottom, 25 pixel on left and right. Background color will be this one, border radius 3 pixel, color white, border will be 0. Now I want to add some hover effect. So below that, let's say get btn colon hover curly brackets. I will scroll up. Let's copy this hover effect. I will scroll down and paste it right here. Now save the changes. Now it's looking very nice on our big screen. Now we can focus on our smaller screen. So open the inspect tool. Now click on toggle device. Obviously this is not looking good. So now I am going to work on it. To fix that, I am going to add media query. Okay, let me show you what I mean. I will scroll up. Below this h3 tag, I am going to add media query. So let's say media screen, and max width will be 600 pixel curly brackets, h1 tag curly brackets, font size will be 32 pixel. Below that, let's say h2 h3, font size will be 18 pixel. I will scroll down. Below this svg, I want to add media query. So in here, let's say logo svg curly brackets, height will be 24 pixel. I will scroll down. Below this header content class, again I will use media query, and in here I will target form field. Let's say padding 0 space 25 pixel. Again I will scroll down. Here I am going to use media query. In here, let's say form curly brackets, flex direction will be column. I will scroll down. In here I will add media query. Let's say form group curly brackets, width will be 100%. I will scroll down. Now I am going to target get btn class. In here, let's say get btn curly brackets, align self will be center, font size will be 16 pixel, padding will be 10 pixel on top and bottom, and 15 pixel on left and right. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now it's looking good on our smaller device. So in this position, our header section is complete. Now I want to add favicon like this. To achieve that, we have to collect the link of favicon. Above this style sheet, let's have a link of favicon. Let's go into our node.txt file. I am going to copy this link of favicon and paste it right here. Now save the changes. Now you can see our favicon. Here you can see some features with text and animation. I think this is very tricky part. Here is a picture and a video. but it looks like the video is playing on a TV. I will scroll down. You can see in the first one the text in the left side, and in the next one the text in the right side. Again we have the text in the left side, and again we have text in the right side. So it is in the alternate position, text and animation. So first we will create the first one. So let's write the HTML for that. Back to our code. Below this header div, let's have a main tag. Inside it, let's have a section tag. I want to create a div with the class of container. So let's say dot container. Inside it, I want to create a div with the class of section-wrap. I want to create two more div, and this one for the left side and this one for the right side. Give it a class equal to section-content. Inside it, let's have an h1 tag. Let's copy this title and paste it right here. Below that, let's have a paragraph tag. Let's copy this paragraph and paste it right here. Give it a class equal to section-media. Inside it, let's have an image tag. Let's go into our node.txt file. I am going to copy this image and paste it right here. Below that, let's have a new div. That div is going to have a class equal to video-div. I want to add one more class. Let's say video-1. Inside it, let's have a video tag. In here, let's say autoplay, plays inline, muted and loop. Inside it, let's have a source tag, and in here let's say source equal to, let's go into our node.txt file. I'm going to copy this link and paste it right here, and in here let's say type equal to video/mp4. Now save the changes. Back in the browser, now you can see our raw content. Let me look at the reference design. So we have to align it horizontally, and we will add some space vertically. Also you can see a border on the top. So let's add those styles. Let's go into our style.css file, and below this get btn button, I am going to target section tag. So let's say section curly brackets, padding 80 pixel on top and bottom and 0 pixel on left and right. Border top 8 pixel solid #222. Below that, I want to target section wrap. So let's say section-wrap curly brackets, display will be flex, align items will be center, gap will be 12 pixel. Below that, we want to target section content. So let's say dot section-content curly brackets, flex basis 50%. Below that, I will target p tag. So let's say section content space p curly brackets, font size will be 24 pixel. Now I want to target section media. So let's say dot section-media curly brackets, flex basis will be 50%, position will be relative. Below that, let's say section media space image tag, width will be 100%. Now save the changes. You can see the perfect alignment for the text and the animation. Text is aligned in the left side and the image and video are in the right side. Also you can see some space vertically and a border top. Now I want to fix the position of the video so that it looks like the video is playing on the TV. Below this image tag, I will target video-div class. So let's say dot video-div curly brackets, width will be 100%, height will be 100%, position absolute, transform translate -50%, comma -50%, z index -1, and overflow will be hidden. Below that, now I want to target video-1 class, so let's say video-1 curly brackets, max width will be 73%, max height will be 54%, top will be 48%, and left will be 50%. Now save the changes. Now it's looking very nice. It looks like the video is playing on the TV. Let me look at the reference design. Now we can focus on this part. Back to our code. Let's go into our index.html file. I am going to copy the entire section, and below that section I am going to paste that section. Let's copy this title and paste it right here. Let's copy this paragraph and paste it right here. Let's go into our node.txt file. Let's copy this image link and paste it right here. Also, let's copy this video link and paste it here. In here, let's say video 2. Now save the changes. First, we want to change the order. To achieve that, I am going to give here a new class, reverse. Let's copy this class name and save it. Let's go into our style.css file, and below this video1 class, let's say dot reverse curly brackets, flex direction will be row reverse. Now save it. Now we have to fix the position of the video. Below this class, I will target video-2 class. So let's say video-2 curly brackets, max width will be 63%, max height will be 47%, top will be 34%, and left will be 50%. Now save it. Now it's looking nice. Let me look at the reference design. Now we can focus on this section. Let's go into our index.html. I am going to copy this first section, and below this section tag I am going to paste that entire section. Let's copy this title and paste it here. Let's copy this paragraph and paste it here. Let's go into our node.txt file. Let's copy this image tag and paste it right here. We don't need this div, so I am going to remove this div. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now it's looking very nice. Let me look at the reference design. Now we can focus on this section. Back to our code. I am going to copy this second section, and below that I am going to paste that section. Let's copy this title, paste it here. Copy this paragraph and paste it right here. Let's copy this image link and paste it right here. We don't need this div, so I'm going to delete this div. Let's have a new div with the class of overlay-box. Inside it, let's have a new div with the class of overlay-box-img. Inside it, let's have a image tag. Let's copy this image link and paste it right here. Below this div, let's have a new div with the class of overlay-box-text. Inside it, let's have an h4 tag, and in here let's say stranger things. Below that, let's have a paragraph. In here let's say downloading. Below this div, let's have one more div with the class of download-animation. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now we want to add more CSS. Back to our code. Let's go into our style.css file, and below this class I am going to target overlay box class. So let's say overlay-box curly brackets. Position will be absolute, left 50%, bottom 8%, transform translate x minus 50%, width will be 55%, minimum width 240 pixel, margin will be 0 auto, padding will be 8 pixel on top and bottom, 12 pixel on left and right. Background color will be black, display will be flex, align items will be center, border will be 2 pixel solid, and then RGBA 255, 255, 255, 0.2. Below that, let's say box shadow will be 0032 pixel, 0 RGB, 0, 0, 0. Below that, let's say border radius 12 pixel, overflow will be hidden, and finally Z index will be 1. Below that, I want to target overlay box image, so let's say dot overlay box dash img curly brackets, margin 0 space 16 pixel, 0 space 0. Below that, let's say flex grow 0 and flex shrink 0. Below that, let's say overlay box img space image tag curly brackets, height will be 80 pixel. Below that, I want to target paragraph, so let's say overlay box dash text space p tag curly brackets, font size will be 14 pixel, color will be hashtag 0071EB. Now save the changes. Back in the browser, it's looking good. Now we have to add download animation button like this one. Back to our code. Below this class, let's say download dash animation curly brackets, width will be 48 pixel, height will be 48 pixel, outline 2 pixel, solid, and then black, outline offset minus 2 pixel, display will be block, content empty, background URL, let's copy this URL and paste it right here, and then center, and background repeat will be no repeat. Background size will be 100%. Flex grow 0 and flex shrink will be 0. Below that, let's say overlay box dash text curly brackets, text align will be left, flex grow will be 1, flex shrink will be 1, and finally margin 5 pixel on top and bottom and 0 pixel on left and right. Now save the changes. Back in the browser, now it's looking very nice. Now we can focus on our smaller device. So open the inspect tool. You can see it's not looking good. To fix that, we need to add media query. I will scroll up. Below this class, let's add media query, and the maximum width will be 960 pixel. In here, let's say dot section dash wrap curly brackets, flex direction will be column, text align will be center. I will scroll down. In here, let's say media query dot section content space p curly brackets, font size will be 18 pixel. I will scroll down, and in here, let's say media query dot reverse curly brackets, flex direction will be column. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now it's looking very nice on our smaller device. In this position, our features section is complete. Now we will create the FAQ section, where we will create the accordions. You can see the questions. When we will click, it will display the answer of that question. So let's write the HTML for that. Back to our code. Below this section tag, let's have a new section tag. I want to create a div with the class of container. Give it here on more class. Let's say section-FAQ. Inside it I want to add the title. So let's have an h1 tag. Let's copy this title and paste it here. Let's have a new div, and that div is going to have a class equal to accordion. Inside it I want a new div with the class of question. Inside it let's have an input tag, and type will be checkbox. Give it an ID equal to Q1. Below that let's have a label tag. We will add for, and it will be same as this ID Q1. So in here let's say Q1. Give it a class equal to title, and in this label tag we will add the question. So here we will add the first question, what is Netflix? Below that I want to add the plus icon. So let's go into our node.txt file and let's copy this SVG and paste it right here. Below this label tag, let's have a new div with the class of answer. So let's say dot answer. Inside it let's have a paragraph. Let's copy this paragraph and paste it here. Below that let's have one more paragraph. Let's copy this paragraph and paste it here. So you can see this is the first question. Now we will duplicate this one. So let's copy this one, and below that I'm going to paste that div for the next question. We will add the ID Q2, and for Q2 in here let's say how much does Netflix cost. Now we will do same thing for other questions and answers. Here you can see I already added same thing for other questions and answers. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now you can see our raw content. Now we have to design it as an accordion. So let's add some CSS. Back to our code. Let's go into our style.css file. Below that let's say accordion. And now I want to target section-FAQ class. So let's say section-FAQ curly brackets. Text align will be center. Below that let's say accordion curly brackets. Width will be 100%. Below that let's say font size 24 pixel. Margin 40 pixel on top and bottom, 0 pixel on left and right. Text align left. Below that I want to target question class. So let's say dot question curly brackets. Position will be relative. Background color hashtag 2D2D2D. Margin bottom will be 10 pixel. Now I want to add some hover effect. So let's say dot question level hover curly brackets. Background color will be hashtag 444. Below that let's say question SVG width 30 pixel, height 30 pixel, position absolute, right 30 pixel, and top 20 pixel. Now I want to target question title. So let's say question space dot title curly brackets. Display will be block. Padding 24 pixel on top and bottom, 30 pixel on left and right. Border bottom will be 1 pixel solid black. Cursor will be pointer. Below that I'll target the answer. So let's say dot question space dot answer curly brackets, padding 0 pixel on top and bottom, 30 pixel on left and right. Let's copy this class and below that let's paste that class space P. In here let's say margin bottom 20 pixel. Now save the changes. After that we have to hide this checkbox. Back to our code. Below that let's say question space input and then type will be checkbox curly brackets display none. Now save it. Now you can see those checkbox are hidden. Let's add more CSS so it looks like this. I will scroll up. Inside this answer object, let's say maximum height will be 0, overflow will be hidden. Now save it and you can see all the answers are hidden. Next we have to display these answers when we will click. I will scroll down. Let's copy this one and paste it right here, and then let's say checked and then tilde dot answer curly brackets. Max height will be 600 pixel, padding will be 24 pixel on top and bottom, 30 pixel on left and right. Now save the changes. Now if I click on any question, it is displaying the answer. Right now it is displaying immediately. So we have to add some transition and also we have to fix the icon. I will scroll up and in here let's say transition all 0.2 second each. Again I will scroll up. In here let's say transform rotate 45 degree. Transition will be all 0.2 second each. I will scroll down. Now I am going to copy this one and below that I am going to paste that one, and then let's say title SVG curly brackets transform rotate 180 degree. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now it's working perfectly. Now I want to add this subscription form and this border bottom. So you can see we already have the subscription form inside our header section. So we can just copy this subscription form. Back to our code. Let's go into our index.html file. I will scroll up. Let's copy this entire div. I will scroll down and paste it right here. Now save it. Let's go into our style.css. I will scroll up. Below this header content, let's say form dash field text align will be center. Again I will scroll down. Below this section class, let's say section n child will be 5 curly brackets, border bottom 8 pixel solid hashtag 222. Now save the changes. Back in the browser, it's not looking good. Back to our code. Let's go into our index.html file. I am going to move this div inside this container. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now it's looking nice. Now we can focus on our smaller device. On our smaller screen, our font size is not looking good. So let's fix this. Back to our code. Let's go into our style.css. I will scroll down. In here, let's say media screen and then and max width will be 600 pixel curly brackets dot accordion font size will be 18 pixel. Again I will scroll down. I want to add media query. In here let's say question space svg curly brackets width will be 20 pixel, height will be 20 pixel, right will be 20 pixel, and finally top will be 25 pixel. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now our accordion section is looking good. on our smaller device. So in this position, our accordion section is complete. Now we can focus on our footer section. First, let's write the HTML for that. Back to our code. Now below this main tag, I want to add footer tag. So let's say footer with the class of footer. Inside it, let's have a new div, and that div is going to have a class equal to container. Inside it, let's have an anchor tag. In here, let's say questions, and then contact us. Below that, let's have an unordered list, and that UL tag is going to have a class equal to grid-container. Inside it, let's have an li tag and then a tag. In here, let's say FAQ. Now I want to add list item for other links. You can see I added those links. Below that UL tag, I will scroll up. Let's copy this entire select box div. I will scroll down and paste it right here. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now you can see our raw content. Let's add some CSS. Back to our code. Let's go into our style.css file. I will scroll down. Below this class, I want to target footer class. So let's say dot footer curly brackets, padding 80 pixel on top and bottom and 0 pixel on left and right. Below that, I want to target a tag. So let's say footer space a curly brackets, font size will be 16 pixel, color RGBA, and in here let's say opacity 0.7. Below that, let's say footer space dot grid container curly brackets, display will be grid dash template dash columns will be a repeat 3 on FR. Below that, I want to add some margin. So let's say margin 20 pixel on top and bottom and 0 pixel on left and right. Below that, I want to add media query. So let's say media screen and max dash width will be 600 pixel curly brackets. Let's copy this grid container and paste it here curly brackets. Let's copy this grid template columns and paste it here, and repeat will be 2 on FR. Again, let's copy this one and paste it right here, space li space a tag curly brackets, display will be block. Below that, font size will be 14 pixel, color will be RGBA, margin bottom will be 15 pixel. Now save the changes. Back in the browser. Now it's looking very nice. Now the next step is deployment. I will show you how to deploy this website to the web, so you can share it with your friends and showcase it on your portfolio. To deploy our website, we will be using Netlify. So open up a new tab and go to app.netlify.com website, and then let's sign up or log in. Once you do, that's going to bring you to your dashboard. Go to Sites tab, and then let's drag and drop this folder inside our Netlify website. Now you can see a URL. I am going to just click on this URL and check your app right on the internet. It's looking very nice. We can also change our URL name. So back to our Netlify website, click on this domain settings button and then options, edit site name. In here you can choose whatever you want. We can say lightcode-netflix-clone. Now save it. You can see our new URL and it's working. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Press the thumbs up button to like this video. Let me know in the comment section below what you want for the next video.